you see us have information that we post or we share with different people online through our social media channels. No one sees the behind the scenes of what goes on. It's kind of like working in the school cafeteria. No one sees the cooks making the meals for the students on a daily basis. All they see is the finished product on the line. So this is where a lot of the work really begins. This is the down and dirty where, you know, sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's hot. Right now it's very humid. We have an overcast. This is where a lot of work gets done on a daily basis when we do our installation. It's gonna be a lot of recyclable materials that's gonna be done after this. So we have to just be efficient as we can and get all these items off the table. So as you see, this has a big assembly truck, and you can see it's gonna be turned into one beautiful cafeteria when all the work gets done. So everyone's been working really diligently today, and it looks looking good so far. We made sure that we just staffed real heavy for the day, so we got 24 people on our installation crew, and we're just gonna make sure that everything goes smooth as possible. This is the largest school that we have ever done to date in the company's history, and we're just gonna make sure that it just goes smooth as possible. So we're hoping that this installation should take us no more than 2.5 to 3 hours. We should be in and out and make sure the client's happy. Everyone has their role, you know, people taking out, putting stools in place, people putting the tables in place, making sure the trash goes out. The school just waxed the floors, so we're making sure that none of the pallets are coming into the cafeteria so there's no scratching. We have 2 big dumpsters to throw the trash away. So we just want to make sure that everyone's on the same page. This is how much? 98 boxes. 98 boxes? So you can take them and what you can do. So here's the key, right? So you don't lose anything. So each box should have these, right? So you don't want to lose these. It's really important for me to have my son. He's in college right now. He interned last summer with me, you know, with the business. We went around the country when I was doing a lot of training, been on sites for, actually this is his first on-site for installation. So it's important for me, for him, my youngest son, and my oldest son. He couldn't be here today because he's still doing he's in classes right now. But it's important for me to teach my next generation, my legacy, to see what exactly goes on in the business, all the hard work that all the school nutrition professionals do around the country, and to understand what it goes into, because, you know, nothing's just given to you, you gotta earn it. So he really gets a chance to be in the nitty-gritty and see exactly what goes on in his parents' life on a day-to-day basis. So it's just real important for me to be here to actually be hands-on. So he's on summer break, and this is what he's gonna be doing for the summer, for, you know, going through about 3 or 4 different installations. The second truck here, you want me to hold him off or tell him? All right. How you doing? Good. You can pull in if you want to and make that U-turn. You bring tables, right?
I have a ramp like him, but everything that I have is palletized.
We'll pull it off, don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll pull it off, we'll make it happen. Gerald, so I think on this one, they got receptacles in the back, right? But first of all, they got booths here. They're gonna have to lift that joker and put it all the way to the end of the cafeteria so you don't scratch nothing on the floor. Okay. But then this one right here has the trash cans in it. It's on pallets. So we might have gone there with some blades, cut it off, and roll it down the ramp. One of the things that we pride ourselves on with Ingenious Culinary Concepts is we have a white glove service. My installation team does a really great job, but one of the things that we do versus other installers that I've heard is that we are typically done at the longest time period for an install. It's going to take us no more than 3.5 hours, where sometimes companies might take 12 hours or maybe even 2 or 3 days to do an install. We got one more row that's coming right here, and see, if you bring it too far over, it's going to be too tight. So just wait a second before we do it, because you got to make sure you got to leave enough room in between.
Yeah, I got it. That's exactly what you told me to.
Yeah, I know, but I said we still got to, you know, play with it a little bit.
Okay.
Because you don't want it too close, you know, whatever, so.
Yeah, so it's behind the what's the name, it's still out.
All right, we less than an hour in, so we good, making progress. We make sure that we are respectful of the school's time, our school food service director's time, our principals, everyone that's here, the custodial staff. So we make sure that we load up on the front end and we get everything off the semi trucks, get them back on the road to their next deliveries, and we come in and do the install. So Right now, this install should not take us more. We budgeted 4 hours as far as time-wise, but I'm sure that we'll get done pretty much faster than that. Right now, we're about an hour in and we're unloaded. Basically, we're almost finished with the second semi-truck, waiting for the third one. So, and then we'll start just adding all the stools. So we'll make sure that we can get in and out of the school within 4 hours with no mishaps. Those last 3 go in this back table over here. We're gonna start from down there and move back, line them up down this way. Let me give you a little more space. All right, so now we are, I think we're 2 trucks in, unloading the furniture, and what we're gonna do right now is just kind of get everything lined up of where in the general area of where everything should be going and lined up. So we're bringing the trash receptacles in, the chairs. So once we drop the tables down in place, they're all lined up and symmetrical for when the students come in and they all dine. So you gotta make sure we have enough space between the aisle, make sure everything is ADA compliant, and the flow just goes smooth. So those are most of the things that we're just doing right now and fine tuning where everything should be just collapsed down and start putting all the stools on.
What we do here, we place the stool down first. So we start off with the spacer on one end, slide it through, and we come finish it off with the drill, which will be available in just a second.
So as we come in, right, we always want to make sure that we have everything organized. So as you see, we have people with orange shirts on, then we have the supervisors with light green shirts on, and we just basically coordinating where the people, the individuals, the supervisors with the green shirts on, they're gonna tell everybody where everything should go, where everything's lined up to the T. See how this is going over the tile line?
Right.
See this line?
Right.
See how this one is on line? Make sure it's on that line and everything's on that line going down there. We use the lines on the cafeteria floor with the tiles to say that, hey, this is where we should start, this is where we should finish, lay it out from the designers telling us using all the square footage in the space to make sure it just flows smooth, because the main thing is that it can look good, but it has to be efficient in everything that we do. So when the students come in, line up for lunch, they can go through the lunch lines, make sure they sit down, flow back out, and go back to their classes. So everything is just synchronized and making sure that we get everything in place. You can come the other way and face the way how your truck's facing now, slide straight in this way, and the ramp up right here by these hand trucks. So we got our third and final truck. Then it's just time for just putting everything together in the cafeteria. And then hopefully after we get this truck unloaded, probably take about 30 minutes. And then we got another hour and a half maybe in the cafeteria, and we'll be wrapping up for the day.
Can I have this area for about an hour and a half for them to replace these lights? This area right here.
And what time are you gonna do it?
He can do it now. He's in now.
Oh, it's here to do it right now. How long is it gonna take you to change the lights out?
Only 2 hours.
About 2 hours? Okay, that's no problem. We'll leave this room area open for you. You do what you have to do. All right.
Appreciate it.
Okay, no problems then. You know, when we're in the cafeteria, it's the summertime. We have to manage working with the school staff, especially custodial staff. So now they had some lights that needed to be replaced. So we worked together with custodians and said, hey, go ahead and replace the lights while we're still doing our install, so you can be good to go for the beginning of the school year with the lights being done. So it's all the team effort to make sure everything that gets done can be done, because at the end of the day, it's all about the students and make sure they're safe and they have a great environment to sit in.
ICC has been just very professional, very punctual. Again, every communication we received as to when work was going to be done, it was done at that time. My building supervisor, Mr. Dent, kept me abreast. And so seeing them pull up today, and I just kind of stepped in and was just like, okay, again, this is fabulous, this is awesome. So thank you so much to you all. You all have been great. You all don't understand what you are doing for our just school building and culture with this renovation.